What's up, hustlers, dream chasers, go getters, no joy killers, the podcast with my dog Toni.
What's up, guys?
Listen, man, we starting this podcast. This is for the hustlers, man, to inspire everybody, to motivate the people,
Yes.
and to share our stories,
Yes.
and so we can inspire others, and also bring some insight, drop some gems along the way, tell some funny, amazing stories, and make sure that that you enjoy yourself. So,
Right.
My name is Sleepy Green. I'm from North Philadelphia. I live in Atlanta now. Been in Atlanta almost 20 years now. And it's been a long journey for me. And I plan to share all my stories and kind of tell some, give some gems out and also inspire some people along the way. So I'm excited to start this podcast. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be one of a kind game. It's going to be crazy. So I'm super excited. And I got Toni here. So we joining. Not only is she the perfect. First of all, we're both like yin and yang. We both have different opinions, so you're gonna always hear different perspectives and hear from a male's perspective and a woman's perspective, but some real shit.
Right.
Like, so it ain't gonna be like some bullshit. Like how we really feel. We know we can relate to the people because we kind of represent the people.
Right.
So I couldn't have a better person to host it with. We couldn't, and us together is like Jordan and Pippen. So it's gonna be crazy. So stay tuned. You know what I mean? Kidding me?
No, we like. I know Kobe never played with Jordan, but we like Jordan and Kobe.
Jordan and Kobe.
Like, no, I ain't going for
Pippen.
I ain't going for Pippen.
Already.
I'm not going for Pippen at all. I'm not going for Rodman. None of it.
No, she gotta be. You're right.
I'm Kobe.
Jordan and Kobe, they're on the same team.
Two balls.
Two balls. Exactly. So yeah.
So hi you guys. My name is Toni. I go by a lot of names. Have a lot of alter egos. My name is Toni. First name Toni, last name Sutton. I'm from North Philadelphia. Thanks to my friend. He got me out here in Atlanta. I've been here for 6 months. I love it. Different life.
6 months already?
Yeah.
Wow.
6 months to 15.
6 months.
Yeah.
Time is flying, man. It was all a dream.
I know.
We were just talking about this on the phone.
It was all a dream.
He was talking this on the phone and they made it happen.
Yes.
You know
Sleep was just like, come on, you gotta get booked, you gotta get his ear. And we just finally like made it happen.
He really inspired me to inspire my husband. Like, we gotta get up out of here. Like, he pushed this. Every couple trip, he like me and him would just be sidebar, talking and stuff like that. And he like, I can't get that phone call. Like, I can't get that phone call. Like, that's all I can remember sleep. Like, I can't get that phone call in the middle of the night from you. Like, you gotta get him out of there. Which like I said, we wasn't in Philadelphia. We was in New Jersey, but it's being in New Jersey is being in Philadelphia to me. So it was just like I said, he is a mentor to people that he don't even know that he's mentoring. Like, he is so, and like, he's an amazing person. Like, seriously.
And she's motivation for those who are not afraid to take chances in life. She just took a chance and uprooted her whole family and just changed the whole situation.
Yeah.
So for those who are afraid to take chances, you can use her for inspiration. Like, she did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was an amazing move.
Yeah. But no plan too, just kind of like trusting yourself.
Winging it.
You know you're gonna win because you're a hustler. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it.
For sure.
That's dope.
I know I'm gonna win. Like, I have some great friends backing me. Sleep. Like, it's just I know I'm gonna win. Period.
Yeah,
I can't lose.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
I didn't come here to lose. And look at me already. Like, thanks, Sleep.
You already started. It's the beginning, man. You know what I mean? It's the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just seeing them, like, it makes me go harder because I know I can do it. Like, same story, same situation. I know I can do it. If they did it, I know I can do it. And that's my purpose, of doing this to show.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's on. So it's gonna be a good. I'm happy that we're doing this together because we got so much stuff to talk about, so many different stories and
so much things in common.
So many things in common, and we really want to win. We want everybody else to win. That's the good thing. Like, what we have in common is that we want to share our stories so that people can can look at us as inspiration to leave the situation.
Right.
Also, if you have pain inside, we can share our pain so you don't feel like you're alone in this world and you're the only person going through it. So I'm excited about that because we're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
As truthful at all times. You know, truth. They say the truth is like the best thing in the world. We're gonna be truthful, even if nobody agrees with it.
And please, and this is what I want to tell to the females and the males, like, stop believing everything you see on Instagram. It's not all it's hyped up to be. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm here to tell you, you know, everybody don't put their downs on Instagram. They just put what they up and what they want you to see.
Right.
So I mean, I'm not going to say it's not real because some things people put up is real, but stop living your life trying to be like everybody on Instagram because it's not, the grass is not green all the time on the other side.
Right.
So I just wanted to, you know, say that.
It's a little green grass sometimes.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, you know, but it's not always green.
I mean, in the winter it turned, what color?
Yeah, it's brown.
Okay.
Well, my grass disappeared. I had no grass in the fucking winter time. I didn't have grass growing up. This is the first time I ever had grass.
That's what I'm
You had grass
saying.
growing up?
No.
I don't have no grass.
Our houses was
I had an alley.
together.
You had an alleyway. Everybody shared one alleyway. And your neighbors had fucking porches. I used to jump over porches.
Jump over the porch, yes.
Yeah, go borrow some shit from Miss Smith. I jumped down 4 porches to get this shit. Ain't no grass. I never had no fucking garage.
No grass, none of that.
Hell no.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
But those like ladies, and it was like my boy, he's a white guy that I went to college with, and he works in an all-black school. So he always tells them, you know, not that I got black friends, but like I really, you know, I'm really like cool, kind of like, you know, I got street cred. So he'll call me like, Sleep, can you talk to my class for me? And then I always tell him the story about like him coming to North Philly, and he was walking around like, this is amazing. Like, these people really live here? I said, this is where we live at. So he was like, Tony, he came to the trenches, right? He a real white person, like a white person. So he was like, this is the shit I see in the videos or the rap videos. This is abandoned apartments and drug dealers. He's like, this is amazing. How did you live here? So we laughing about it. And back then I didn't think about how major was, how it affected his life. It made him want to work in schools with at-risk youth and like in that type of environment, because he's like, man, it's not fair how I live in the suburbs and he live in the beach with his dad in the beach house. He's like, you live in the fucking real war zone, man. He was like, I want to help other kids out. So every year he calls me to speak to his kids. He's a math teacher. So I'm talking to all these little kids, black kids, Puerto Ricans, and I'm talking to them. Before I get on the phone, they're like, oh God, who he gonna call? Like, who's the guest speaker? So I get on there, you know, dressed regular and shit. So I'm talking regular, like, you know, so by the time I'm finished, they like, I want to move to Atlanta. Like, can we go to school down there? How we go to college? Like, and they was like, oh my God, can we follow you on social media? But I was just telling them about my story.
Right.
And they were like, and I was telling them about, he was like, yeah, you got a clothing line. Like, Mr. Green, can you please send us some clothes? And I had to have all these sweatsuits in the closet. They was like, and he just called me again, like, yo, they really talking about they want them sweatsuits, bro. They're not forgetting about it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go mail these sweatsuits today. And one of the girls, he said, she enrolled at Spelman now. She wasn't even thinking about moving to Atlanta. Now she enrolled at Spelman to go to college because I was. But like, you know, for us, coming from the real city, like coming to a whole different world is different because it's a whole different dynamics down here. It's not like neighborhoods like we grew up in. Everything here is like cul-de-sacs, subdivisions. Right. We never had that shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's different, but it's good. You know, it's good for the kids. You know what I mean? So yeah, so
it's great for the kids. Just to take your kids out of the environment that you grew up in and just wanting to give them better, like, you know, just wanting them to have better, like better schooling, you know, better people, because people in Philadelphia is horrible. I mean, some
all
people,
in the city is crazy.
Everywhere. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just, you know, just saying it like, oh, Atlanta's just this amazing place. I'm not saying it, but what I'm saying is you can take your kids and you can take your children out of the city, like
for sure, the
city of brotherly no love.
Right. I feel like, you know, it's so crazy because everybody from every city, they got the same pain we got. Like wherever you from, it's the inner city. That whole mentality of like.
But Philly is different.
Yeah, Philly is definitely different.
Philly is different.
No, Philly is definitely different. Philly is definitely a little bit more harsh.
That is not a real place.
Yeah, it's
they say all the time.
It's definitely like Iraq. It's like the Middle East war right now.
It is not a real place. I stand by it. It's not a real place, bro. Like,
I think one thing about Atlanta that you notice, and I know when I hear, people really want to see you win.
Yes,
it's not like it's like a crabs in the bucket mentality where like you become successful, the more hate you get.
Right.
Down here, the more successful you are, people want to be a part of it. They want to help you win. They want to be able, they want to learn the gems. How'd you do it?
Right.
Opposed to like hating on you because you became successful.
Right.
And you become like a crab in a kind of like a big fish in a little pond.
Right.
Philly feels like you like a big fish in a little pond. You become too successful.
Yeah.
You leave everybody behind. They don't like.
No, it's not.
They're not inspired by it.
It's not that nobody want to leave you behind, but we gotta get out of here because one, the people, they might want to rob you.
Yeah.
They want to take what you got. They don't support you. You know, like
it's different.
Here, it's like literally a whole new world, like Aladdin. Dead serious. I shared this on my live the other day. I was driving down the street and it was an old lady. You know, I pulled up on the side. I'm listening to my music. I'm not paying no light, no mind.
Right.
So the car pulled up next to me. But in Philly, you gotta make sure you know who pulling up on the side of you because. Sure. But it was so weird, and I was just like, I don't have to live like this no more. But my mentality is still the same one because I'm back and forth, you know, from Philly to Atlanta.
It takes some time too. It's kind of like get yourself.
Really, no, seriously, it really do. And it was an older lady. It was so funny. It was an older lady. And she pulled up on the side of me and she looked, but first she wasn't smiling, and then she just put this big old smile, like, and then she was like, and I'm like, is this lady?
Yeah.
Hey!
This how crazy it was when I first went out here. Atlanta, I moved out here, people were smiling and speaking to me for no reason. I was like, I'm so used to being Philly. Like, what are you smiling for?
Yes.
You know, you don't be on drawing.
Even
like,
my daughter, she was like, Mom, why everybody keeps speaking? Like, I'm like, because it's Southern hospitality.
Exactly. It's real now.
Yeah,
that is real. Southern hospitality definitely real.
People stop, they talk to you, they ask you what you do, and you ain't got to worry about them trying to, like, no, they have, everybody is entrepreneurs. Well, not everybody, but a majority of the people are entrepreneurs, and that's what people move to Atlanta for, entrepreneurship. So they down here trying to make it happen and make it work. Change their life.
And one of the things that me and Toni was talking about, before we did this podcast, like, we know that there's other people that kind of had the same story as us growing up, and they don't have a platform to share their story on.
Right.
So we want to kind of be a vessel of like hope that you definitely can make it. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid to take a chance and just leave the situation. You can always leave and come back. If it don't work out, you can always go back home. That's the beautiful thing about life, right? So like, don't be afraid. Like, you don't have to have a plan and have all this money saved up. Or you can really just come in here and say, you know what, I'm gonna make it work. And you can make it work. You know what I mean? So that's some of the things. We've got a bunch of topics to talk about. I mean, it's gonna all kind of be centered around like hustle, motivation, inspiration. Kind of like things that kind of make you feel good, but also stories that might make you cry, right? And also things that make you laugh and shit. So we got it all in one. Like, it's gonna be a combination of everything. Like, our personalities are like crazy. Like, y'all must see us probably fucking argue because I'm a fucking Taurus and she's a Scorpio. And for those who believe in signs, you know Scorpios are fucking crazy as shit. I'm the cool calm one. You know what I mean? The cool laid back Taurus. To the fucking I'll break your neck Scorpio. So I'm just I'm ready for that.
I ain't none of that.
Every Scorpio story. It's not true. I'm really sweet and innocent.
I am.
Don't believe it.
I am.
We don't believe you need more people, like JC said.
and we both when we in the comments, so you're gonna hear us talk about Jay-Z a lot. Not like we love Jay-Z, so we like do quote for quote. Like what you we be on vacation, like what you putting on. I ain't telling you nothing yet. It's time to post mine. Yeah. He stole my songs, I stole his songs, so it's just like
I was more like, oh, she stole that good song choice. I was still that this morning. This afternoon with my song. She'll never know. We've been on vacation, the family's been on vacation together, and I'm like, oh shit, she picked the perfect song. How she know that song? And you know what I mean? So it's kind of like dope because we had that. We definitely love Jay-Z. We had that in common.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about it. This is gonna be dope. This is gonna be so much fun.
Tell them how we grew up. Like let's get into that.
Look, it's a lot. We have to cover a lot, but I feel like for me personally, like I grew up in North Philadelphia on 21st and Somerset. Like, went like a real like Philadelphia MCP baby. I don't know if you remember MCP back in the day. That's the Medical College of Pennsylvania. I don't know if it's still around no more. It's been such a long time. But I grew up in Philly. Like I grew up in the hood. I'm a single parent home. Growing up was crazy. Like, my mom and dad wasn't together growing up, and then I grew up right during the crack era, like the 80s, right? Like the crack epidemic hit all the black communities they had built these new homes, Woodstock community homes, right on 20th and Somerset. And everybody thought because it was brand new and looked like new, it was really just the projects that was brand new in the hood. But growing up, we thought we was kind of like, we made it, right? And then, so growing up, you know what I mean, my mom always worked a bunch of jobs, and she always kind of had to hold it down. So I watched her hustle and kind of constantly grind all the time to try to make it, you know, make enough where I can get nice clothes and, you know, and shoes and things that all the kids needed. My father was never around when I was young. He was locked up. He was on drugs. And at the time, it was like, I think it hit all the Black communities. Crack was like taking over the Black communities. And it affected my family. I had multiple family members on drugs, on cocaine, including my mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, it was like all my friends, which is the craziest shit ever, all my friends sold crack. But my mom was on crack and my dad, but all my friends sold it. So it was like, I hate what drugs did, but at the same time, I love my friends. But I know they're selling drugs to all my other friends' parents, which is crazy. I used to sit in the corner every day and watch my friends sell drugs to my other friends' moms and dads and uncles and cousins. So it was like such a crazy dynamic to me. I used to sit there and like, damn, you know, Miss Wanda, but you're selling drugs, Miss Wanda, but that's Damon's mom.
Right.
And nobody really cared about it, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, over the years, like my mom would never buy drugs in my neighborhood. She would buy drugs in other neighborhoods, but she didn't realize North Philly is so small. You know, all the drug dealers, everybody know each other. So they'd be like, yeah, your mom's on drugs. I sold her drugs on 25th Street. And I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible, because they know everything that's going on, right? And like, so growing up, it's like, damn, man, like, I don't even, at the time, looking back at it now that I'm older, it's like, I didn't understand how crack really affected the neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? How it, you know what I mean? And it really created crackheads. Before that, it wasn't crackheads. People getting in their cars and walking around looking crazy. But I grew up in that whole era in the 80s. It was like, man, this is crazy. So it's always about grinding and hustling. And I, you know, that's just like, you know, that's part one. Like that was like, I look at my life in like phases, right? Like from like my middle school, elementary school days, like all in the 80s. And that's when crack was really affecting my family. I didn't realize how much it was affecting me, but my mom wasn't coming home at night. We didn't have any food, no money. Our water was turned off multiple times. I was washing clothes in the bathtub. I mean, I can remember my mom like really like using towels, putting our clothes in towels, and she'd be on one end of the towel, I'd be the other end, we drying clothes. And I remember boiling water and putting it in the sink to kind of have the wash up, you know what I'm saying? Hot water. And so, yeah, and so you don't know as a kid, you don't
really, in my adult age.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you don't know. It gets real, right? Yeah. And so you don't even know that you just trying to make it. When you're a hustler, like you're gonna make it no matter what. I never had that time to cry and be like, "Oh, why is this happening to me?" It was like I gotta keep hustling to keep it moving. Like I gotta figure out the best way. So I started stealing candy bars in the supermarket. I would go to the supermarket, steal candy bars, and go to the bar and tell I'm selling candy bars for the football team.
That's a hustler.
And that was a hustler. That's how I could get money to go for lunch money. You know what I'm saying? Like so yeah, I don't know how, you know. And so I know you haven't heard your story, but I'm sure you got a story too, and you know what I mean. So, and I think we can probably look at it in phases. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
you know, the early phase of your life, how well you was younger, or how much?
Yeah, I do. My mom was a single parent because my dad, he was locked up. He was incarcerated until I was 30 years old. I'm 36 now,
wow.
So that means 6 years ago, all my life, I didn't have a dad. You know, I had a father though, because my father, he married my mom.
Your biological dad?
No. My dad was locked up. Okay,
so your biological dad was locked up. Right. This is just stepdad became like your real dad.
He was there when I was a little baby. Like it's so crazy because I remember the first day.
Right.
I was probably 7 age.
Wow.
I remember he came fresh from the military, and you know, my family, we come from a church, you know, a church family and everything. All of my family, everybody.
Right.
That's how we came. That's how we grew up on church. So, I remember him coming from. He had his whole suit on. I can remember it like it was yesterday. And Mrs. Softy was out there, and I was asking my mom for an ice cream cone. She was like, "No, Tony, no, no." So you don't know about Mrs. Softy. Like Mrs. Softy, like.
I know. You running that fucking truck. Yeah.
So and I was like, I want an ice cream. And she was like, "No, Tony, come on." And he took me to the truck. and got me an ice cream cone. I would never forget that. That was my first, you know, and his name is Steve Moore. Like he changed my life. Like, and we struggled. Don't get me wrong, we struggled, but he put us, you know, he put us first. Like I can remember my dad, my I always say my dad, but I remember him going to work with holes in his sneakers. Wow. And, you know, like stuff like that.
Steve Moore.
Yeah, Steve Moore. Just to make sure, you know, we had, you get what I'm saying? Like he took care of, my mom had 2 kids.
Right.
Me and my brother, my second brother. Well, she had 3. She had 3 total, but 2 at the time.
Right.
And then, you know, my mom also had a son by him. And it was just crazy. Like I can remember that. Oh, I was a baby. Wow. So it was like, but we, you know, and I live with, I call her my Nana. Don't, I'm not confused, y'all. I'm not crazy, but this is, everybody always say, your family is confused. It's not, because I call her my Nana, and she's also my pastor, you know, currently. I call her my Nana, but that's my aunt.
Okay.
The reason why I call her my Nana is because my mom, she came to Philadelphia. She's from New Jersey. Okay. She came to Philadelphia and she lived with my Nana. So my Nana is basically like my grandma, you know, like, and my grandma is still in my life, you know, like my mom's mom is still living.
Right.
I'm not confused. I know everything.
Right.
But they be like, oh no, that's not her sister. That's not her aunt. That's her cousin. I'm like, okay, just mind your business. You don't even understand it. And you know,
it can be whatever you want.
Yeah,
it's your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And I feel like, you know, she took my mom in, you know, my mom, she made sure my mom graduated. I take you all the way back to I was a little girl when my mom fell high school, bro.
Right.
For gym.
My mom didn't graduate high school either. But got GD.
But see, my Nana wasn't going for that. Right. She was like, no, you living under this roof, you got a child, you had to show her different. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like we all, like, your parents always stress, like, get that diploma. Right. And if you want to go further, you know, go further. Right. College is not for everybody. I didn't go to college.
Right.
Look,
right.
I made it out pretty good, you know. And bro, you went to college, right?
Yeah.
You went to college, so and I just learned
I
that.
I went to school.
You know why you went to school?
I went to school because I thought that's how you get money. I just wanted to be whatever.
Bro, want the money. He like this. I need that money.
I want the money.
Bro, want the money. He just want the money.
I like to work in the railroad. They said the money.
Wow, bro. Come on,
I'm being serious. You know, it's like most people want to lie about their family, how they grew up. They don't want to touch on their parents, and they don't want to tell the real truth about, like, my mom was a fucking crackhead. It takes a special person to be able to talk about it freely and not feel like and be judged or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. This is my truth. This is the truth. My mom understands. I tell her, she don't care. Like, tell the truth, baby. I'm different now, but it was hard for her. Like, this shit was hard.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, act like we always had a good life. We didn't have no good life. You know what I mean?
So it's so crazy. Not long ago, just like Sleep was saying, which I shouldn't even been on social media. You know, everybody always be like, you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. I'm human. I have feelings. Don't tell me what I can do. Don't tell me how I can feel. But I was arguing with somebody on social media on like this big platform. And I'm like, it was so crazy. It made it to because of the whole topic, it made it to the shade room and all of that because of the situation, the bigger picture of it. But it was so crazy. And I'm like, she was like, bitch, you was just poor. You was just homeless. Your man had to do this. I said, I told y'all that. Y'all wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for me. So you cannot, I told my story. You're not telling my story. Everybody on here already know because I told my story. So it's just it's a better feeling when, just like Steve said, coming from North Philly, you got to learn how to argue. Nobody can out-argue me. I'm going to find something to say that's going to, everybody's going to be laughing and you're going to be mad and you're going to want to fight. So that's why I just don't argue. But seriously.
That's how I am. I hurt niggas' feelings in a minute. I find the worst shit or I say some shit, it's going to hurt you. You want to fight me in real life. I'm going to fucking really. You know, it's like, you know, one thing about growing up in a single parent home, you know, and you had to step there. My mom had a boyfriend. Her name was Don. He was around for like almost like 7 years. So I don't want to make it seem like my dad wasn't gone. My mom did have a boyfriend.
Right.
But my mom, before the drugs got into life, she worked so hard. I remember her, like, it was so crazy. Like, now you're older. I used to put so much pressure on your parents to keep up with what everybody wants you to have, like the
Right.
Jordans and the clothes, but
Yeah.
not realize you can't afford
Because
it.
we got bullied.
Yeah, no,
too,
yeah,
in
because,
school.
the
Like,
kids bully you.
Bullying is real.
Yeah.
They still do it these days, but it's not.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel
Philly
like
was different though. They
was
would bust on
horrible.
you. We call it busting.
Yeah.
They would bust on you and make you and hurt your heart. Like, this nigga's is done.
Bro, yesterday it was so funny. Just going back to my live yesterday, somebody came on there like, you ugly as shit. And I'm like,
They
bro, they came on my live and everybody was going crazy on them.
Crazy.
And I'm like, no joy killers. Like, we not in it. Like,
you
you came,
joy.
but you came to my live to see me, to call me ugly, to bother me. You get what I'm saying? So from Philly, bro, we had to learn. We gotta know how to bust. Like, nobody's they not out-arguing you.
No, hell no.
Nobody's out-arguing you.
Period.
Period.
I would love that. I should have been a comedian.
We should argue right now. You argue right now?
I'm arguing. I like the toughest. Because I'm so fucking stubborn. I'm gonna fucking die here on set before I fucking lose. You be here fucking for the next fucking day till somebody dies. And it won't be fucking
we'll
dying.
argue with my bro. We definitely gonna be arguing. I already know.
I'm fucking die first. With anything. I am a fucking die first guy and shit. I am fucking stubborn. I tell everybody knows it. I will fucking die.
We both gonna be dead. We gonna have a double
casket
right here, casket right here. They die in the podcast.
Dead on top of the microphone before I fucking lose to anybody in the world. Fucking kidding me? No fucking way. What are you fucking talking about? I don't even believe in that shit. I don't know what the fucking loss is. Unless I choose to fucking lose.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna die. Death. Death will fucking lose. Fuck that. Fucking kidding me? I'm fucking dying.
Bro, it's great.
But listen, growing up though, they would bust on you and they would be like, yo, you're fucking dirty ass shoes. And you'll be like, I washed them. You're like, don't fucking, you wash your fucking shoes yourself. I know you wash your fucking shoes, you little dirty ass nigga. And then you'll feel like, man, my feelings are hurt because I try to trick everybody. They brand new shoes, but they wasn't. They fucking, I put it in a washing machine with bleach and they would know. And they would fucking get on top of you, and you would never want to come outside again because they fucking know you hurt their heart. And they'll talk about it enough, but your fucking heart be hurt in real life. No. Then you blame your parents like, should I go through when you don't have no fucking money? Now I have shit. Everybody's talking about me because you have a fucking good job. And your fucking parents feel bad. No. And your mom worked extra job.
Bro,
and I still had shit.
No, I would tell you, we both got, that's crazy because we both got stories about sneakers. Like, listen. You remember Cats?
Yeah, the Reebok classics.
Cat? I had Reebok classics. Yeah, they called.
No. That's it. I used to bust some girls they had. There were two types of Reeboks. The princesses, it was like crimpets, and the regular hard ones. You remember the princess Reeboks? No. $40. Remember the princess on the big ass heel, and they had the soft toes with the double straps.
I know. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
The double strap, high top double strap, or the princess low top drawers.
I never had those, bro. I never had those.
Don't own her. I remember those times.
Yeah. I never had those. I had the ones. They call them hot dogs. They bust them.
Yeah, they're the princesses.
No, not those ones. The flat ones.
Oh, the flat ones, soft toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dog real
fast. They get dog real fast.
After one wear?
Bro.
Done.
I don't wear the bitches. Fucking size. Like,
you a fucking toe print on them dogs.
Bro, my shit was coming out on the side. So it's like, I said, like, still to this day, one of my friends, and I think I probably told you this story. It was so funny because she would always ask me why I didn't want to go around her friends. And I'm like, I don't want to go around your friends. Like, you keep trying to make me. And don't get me wrong, one of them we all grew up with. Right. So that's how we knew her. Right. And I'm like, I don't want to go around your friends. You know, like, I don't want to go around them. I don't choose. You know, she told somebody else, like, I don't know why she didn't want to go around them. You know why? Because I never, listen, people gonna forget. Right. This is probably Maya Angelou. People gonna forget what you said. They gonna forget what you did, but they never gonna forget how you made them feel. Right. I will never forget that. Like, to this day, now, like I can sit with y'all. Yeah. Currently with my legs.
You be in the room.
Head held high.
Yeah, right.
You get what I'm saying? But I don't want to. I don't choose to because I remember, I will never forget, y'all used to laugh at my sneakers, call them wet hot dogs.
wet glizzies.
So it's like, I will never forget that, bro.
No,
like,
you're right.
Like, so it's like, we grew up, like, don't think now, you know, because like bullying, like we got bullied too. Like, you just gotta have tough thick skin, like coming from.
And you gotta use it to motivate you. I think the good
Yeah.
thing is like you gotta use it for like motivation. Like, you know what? It's okay.
Bro.
I'm gonna be
If
alright.
somebody would have came on my live like probably a couple years ago
Yeah.
telling me I'm ugly, I would have been going fucking crazy
Crazy.
with everybody
Yeah.
else that was going crazy with
Right.
them. But now I can say like,
Yeah.
you came to my fucking live to
Yeah.
see
You
me.
went out your way to come to my live.
Then tell me I'm ugly.
Yeah.
I'm flattered. Like,
Thank you.
seriously.
Thank you for giving me this.
Exactly. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Haters be the biggest motivators.
For sure.
They are.
For sure.
They are.
For sure.
They are.
For sure.
Yes, we
Oh my God.
That's
Like,
gonna be so dope.
it's gonna be
perspectives.
crazy. Like,
We got so many special guests coming. That's crazy.
I wanna do something, one of the segments. So I wanna do something, one of the episodes, not the segment. I wanna do something called Fits from the Street. So I wanna get like, you know, young Black people fits from the seat, not fits from the street. Fits from the seat.
I think it's gonna hits from the street. Remember back in the day, BET, that little skinny black guy run hits from the streets.
I remember.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I think it was something new.
He was right before Big Ticker. Oh, he was like,
remember that shit?
bro, I'm not
That
young.
guy, he like hits from the streets.
Yeah,
I think he was bringing it back to life.
No,
That's what I think
fits
he was going.
fits
I
from
think
the
it's going that
seat.
direction, like
No,
to bring it back from the streets.
Fits from the street. Fits from the seat.
What
Like,
fits what?
our fits. Like, meaning like we
Fits?
get fits. Like, what's our outfit? Like,
Okay, fits.
maybe we get some young Black entrepreneurs that's trying to get,
Their
you
clothing
know,
line.
trying to get their clothing
And
on.
charge
Their
them.
hats.
Try to be
Oh,
like
God,
that.
bro. No, for sure.
Of course.
For sure.
They're free.
For sure. No, but
No.
the fits we could, they're
bring us
clothing
free.
us.
They give us free fits.
Free
We
fits.
use our platform.
Yeah, exactly.
We always have new clothes.
And we going,
That's a great idea.
we gonna show them.
It's
We
your
got on.
fits. That's a great.
Yeah. Come on, no joy
You
killer,
kidding
bro.
me?
Look, I'm a little on, so
I like
I said
free
fits
fits.
from the. I couldn't get it out.
Yeah,
I meant to
she
say
said.
fits from the
Free
seat,
for the seat.
meaning where we sitting at. We tell them what we got on, you know,
Yeah.
and we
bring us
supporting
in.
other Black businesses, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like,
That's a great idea.
That's our
I like that.
motivation.
That's actually a good little. I like that
I
joke.
know, bro. I know.
That was cool.
I know.
Scorpio women, boy. They always think about They come with that fucking shit. Give them some shit they don't drink. They talking all types of
I hate it,
shit
yeah.
from the sheets.
Don't you ever.
That's all I give a fuck about.